We're at the most overpriced hotel in America, JW Marriott. It's right next to Donald Trump's plaza. Trump, I believe, sleeps in there. His traveling press sleeps in here. This was my first day covering Trump in a very long time, a few weeks. You too.
No, I was with him last week.
Okay, Eric was with him last week. It's like my crazy ex-girlfriend, you know? When you're not with her, you have some nostalgic memories, but then when you're back, you know, within 10 minutes, she's still crazy.
You said to me, I forgot what a headache this gives me.
Yeah.
I engage with minorities, supporters for Trump every single day on Twitter. There are tons of them. They'll never be showed in the Young Turks or any leftist disgraceful media, but...
What brings you over to supporting Donald Trump?
Well, I felt like he was very truthful for what the things he says to us about how he wants to take care of our country. And so I just want to see more of what he has to say.
And I'm assuming, based on the button, you think he's strong on the Second Amendment and this business?
I do. I do believe he is.
You're not worried at all because back in the day he supported an assault weapons ban?
I didn't know that.
The minutia of what you're speaking about is not relevant to this movement. We're going to make America great again.
That's his major economic policy, tax relief.
You're getting annoying. You're frankly pretty short.
And I'm short. I was short. So this is what happens when you challenge anyone on facts or anything like that. You're a loser, you're short.
Try to insult you.
Of course, in Cleveland, the Islamophobes ask me if I'm gay. It's this weird...
They ask us if we're Muslim, too, when we say we're with the Young Turks.
Yeah. But, you know, there was some nice people we spoke to as well.
Because he's kept all his past history secret. They had to sue him to get his birth certificate. What is he hiding?
Well, why did he have to show his birth certificate? What was the suspicion in the first place?
Everyone has to show their birth certificate. What's the big deal?
Nobody asked George Bush or Bill Clinton to show their birth certificate running for president.
I'm sure they provided it.
But he produced his birth certificate in 2011.
I guess.
2011, he was elected in 2008.
Before Jordan got there, I met the one protester, or at least the one I saw.
He's nothing but a spoiled, rich kid who never evolved beyond a fourth grade mentality. I think the turning point with me was when he mocked the handicapped reporter.
As your sign indicates.
Yeah, exactly.
I also interviewed a guy who was of Italian descent, and he seemed to have some understanding about the tradition of anti-immigrant electioneering in our country. Would it be fair for me to say, you know, because you're Italian American, I should give you special scrutiny to make sure you're not in organized crime?
Like it's fear of an ethnic thing blowing up buildings. I mean, it's the fear is that angle. I mean, if you're in that type of Italian American, you got to get justice. I mean, you know, you didn't get away with anything. You know,
So only the people who actually engage in illegal activities should lose their rights.
correct.
When we're traveling, we're pretty, I would say we're stand out a little bit because we're not corporate media, we're independent media.
We're frugal.
We're frugal.
Yeah.
So even on the plane today, we were standing next to Ken Vogel, a reporter from Politico, and he was shocked to see us on the plane. He actually tweeted out.
It's not about the frugal, though.
No, but he was surprised that the Young Turks was like
Allowed.
approved. Hey, very pretty. This is the first time I'm actually traveling with Trump's campaign. Usually Eric and I just go on our own and go to the rallies or whatever. So I thought after an event in New Hampshire where we were, you sleep in New Hampshire, and then in the morning you fly to the next stop, which is Michigan. No. Donald Trump likes to, have his chocolate on his own pillow. So he likes to go home to Trump Plaza, so the rest of the media has to go home with him. I didn't know that till today.
And that's costing us $2,000.
Yes. So
Actually, $2,200.
we're going to be at this hotel, the JW Marriott, which is very fancy. It's actually like right next to the Trump Plaza. You got Central Park over there. Pretty ladies, all the movers and shakers.
If the Trump campaign were footing the bill for us just to fly all the way back here and at $565 hotel right here,
Well, we
That would be one
did
thing.
get to go into the executive lounge.
Yeah,
they
so
had
we
very
got
good
free dinner.
very good
Yeah.
baby back rib. But at dinner, I had a discussion. Eric and I had a discussion with somebody, and this journalist really was talking like, I think it's overblown that all his supporters are racist and this and that. I never said all his supporters are racist, but I was getting into it with him, and I said, listen, I got to tell you, I mean, I've been to about at least 20 to 30 of his rallies, and the large majority of people I talk to, most of what they're saying, there's hints of racism in it. But a lot of these corporate journalists kind of live in their New York, D.C. ivory tower, and you know they don't see what we've seen out in the country. Eric's nicer than me, so he's about to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Well, another solution to the problem about the racism is maybe we don't have to demonize it so much and just accept the fact that it's been a tradition in our politics, in our discourse, in our narratives in this country since the beginning, and nobody's immune. So I think that it's true Donald Trump is organizing around racial anxiety and racial resentment, and you shouldn't be surprised that the people who turn up at the rallies are people who respond to that message.